two, three. One, two, three. Let's go.
Y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is your weekly sign reading. This is for the fire signs, okay? The Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, gang. I'm a Leo rising, y'all, so this is partly my video. I love the Leo readings, though. They always fire. But, you know, signs, everyone is a lot of different signs. Like, you can go to a lot of different signs, get a lot of information. But anyways, okay, look, like and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you to those of you who have liked, subscribed, and commented, okay? It's greatly appreciated. What else? If you want to contribute to the channel or get a personal reading, my email and my Amazon wishlist link is in the description box. Just email me on a personal reading and I'll get back to you with the details, okay? What else? God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of light only, you're welcome into this reading. Please give the Piscean Seer Collective, my bad, please give the fire signs the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, that was habit right there. Okay, so let's get this overall energy. And then I'm going to pull some runes and stuff. I'm not even going to read the overall energy to y'all right now because it's very confusing the way I was doing it. But come to calm, okay? You need to meditate. You need to stay calm as possible. Like, see how this waves is like crashing? Do not let the waves be crashing, okay? Like, because you're going through a transformation. See the butterfly at the top? That butterflies talk about transformation, like some sort of growth, you know, because, you know, the process of making a butterfly is very transformational. You know, it's really turns from one bug into a whole nother like thing, like a whole beautiful thing. So, which really goes with your overall energy. Okay, so the chameleon. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna read those, so we're not gonna read them. Let's get some I Chings. That's a lot of I Chings. Let's get some rooms. How many rooms? 4 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got Ehwas, horse, transportation, change, harmony, teamwork, loyalty, trust. I heard car because it says transportation. I don't know what about a car. I just heard car. Okay. I heard. Then it said white car, orange car, black car, blue car. So you can have any kind of colors of those cars. Gerbo, gifts, relationships. You could be getting a new car. Sacrifice, exchanges, contracts, partnerships. This is what Gerbo represents. I'll just be thinking they're going in one direction and then they just change it on me. So I'm going to just read everything that they're talking about. Kinas, which is torch, vision, revelation, creativity, technical abilities. So you could be having like, I don't know, some kind of revelation about something in your life. Maybe you want to make changes. Maybe you are making changes. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know yet, y'all. Okay. Tiwas. Tier, honor, justice, leadership, and authority. So you could be about to move up to a leadership role, or you want to be more of a leader in your life, in your community. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm very confused about all of these messages they got going on here. But it always ties together at the end. So let's keep it together. Okay, this is the 8th I Ching. It is called Pi. It says, it means holding together or a union, okay? It says holding together brings good fortune. Inquire of the oracle once again whether you possess. Whether you possess sublimity, constancy, constancy, okay? Like, which I think is, don't play with me. I don't want to think. I want to know. I can. Now I got a text message. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm just replying. Okay. So, anyways, so it says, okay, so persevere, okay? Like, inquire of the oracle once again whether you possess sublimity, constancy, and perseverance. Then there is no blame. Those who are uncertain gradually join. Whoever comes too late meets with misfortune. Okay, so that sounds like God to me. Look. Make sure you stay in contact with God, okay? No matter what you think you've done wrong or how you feel like you should feel, that don't got shit to do with how your Father, your God, thinks of you. Because he made you. You're perfectly imperfect just the way you are. Whatever you go through, you're supposed to go through it. It is teaching your soul a lesson. In fact, your soul chose to go in this lifetime and learn that lesson. And that's why it seems like sometimes you just out here unprotected. Sometimes you just out here and you like, where is the God at in this? God is letting you learn the lesson you chose to learn. You probably don't understand it. You're like, why would I choose to learn this? But it's something that it's doing for your soul, okay? Once you learn certain lessons, then you unlock certain abilities, and then you know more. You start to know more about yourself. That's why it's like the older you get, the more you feel like in tune with you, because that's what you're really doing. You're really learning you just as much as other people are learning you, which made me want to say that you need to give other people a chance to learn you sometimes. Sometimes people just are, you would think that they would understand, they would pay attention, they would do things that you would do, but they're a different person and they were going through other things. So, you know, communication is key, okay? This is the 6th I Ching, which came out for the air signs too, I think. Sung, conflict. You are sincere in being obstructed. A cautious halt halfway brings good fortune. Going through to the end brings misfortune. It furthers one to see the great man. It does not further one to cross the great water. And I was saying, like, you know, keep control of your emotions. But it's like if you get a feeling that you shouldn't be doing something, then you probably shouldn't be doing that thing. So make sure that you're not just, you know, blindly or empty doing anything. Like, don't talk to God about everything. Like, you will be surprised. Like, I really be like, Spirit, like, can I smoke today? Like, or are we not smoking today? Because sometimes they like, yeah, we don't care, go ahead, smoke, we don't have nothing to do. But sometimes they like, no, you're not smoking for a month, remember? And I'm like, no, I don't remember. But then I comply because that's what Spirit wants of me. You know, they're not sticks in the mud like people try to make them seem. Like, people make religion and spirituality and all of that seem like it's such a boring thing, but it's really not. It's really fun. You're really more tapped in, you know, and you really see things for what they are. So this is the 46th I Ching. It is Xiong. It says pushing upward has supreme success. One must see the great man, fear not. Departure toward the south brings good fortune. Okay, so, like, keep pushing upward, keep pushing onward, keep pushing in the direction of the divine, and they'll always meet you halfway. Like, every single step that you take toward God is never an empty step. Like, he is always meeting you. Even if he didn't meet you the way you thought he was going to come meet you, he still met you, and he might have met you in a whole better way. He might have pulled up in a private plane, you know what I'm saying? And just totally went beyond your expectations. So, you know, this really applies to endings, okay? Endings are not something that are always necessarily a sad thing or a bad thing. Sometimes bitches just gotta go. They just gotta go. Just let the bitch go. And they remove themselves, you know, that's when you really know. It's when they remove themselves. That's when you know that they was not supposed to be there. Just let it happen. If they want to talk to you, they gonna call you, okay? This is the 2nd I Ching, Ka'un, okay? The receptive brings about sublime success, furthering through the perseverance of a mare. And a mare is a female horse or an equine animal, okay? Female horses are very, like, first of all, they some thugs. Let's say that. Female horses are low-key thugs, you know. but they're equally powerful as the male horses. You know what I mean? Like, you could, like, if they didn't have genitals, we wouldn't know the difference between a female horse and a male horse. And that's the same thing with men and women. If we didn't have these genitals, if we didn't have boobs, you know, if we all look the same, you would not be able to tell the difference between this man and this woman. And so I think that that is huge. That's a huge fucking statement right there. Like, don't sell yourself short ever. Like, you are equal to everyone in this bitch. Nobody is above or below you. You are one with everyone and everything. It's very important that you embrace that, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just channeling whatever spirit want me to channel right now. I didn't expect to channel this much before, but now I'm on to the overall energy. So, the chameleon, you have the ability to adapt to any situation. You have the ability, look, I spelled it wrong, so I fixed it. You have the ability to adapt to any situation. You are like a shapeshifter for sure. Like, let me see though, because I want to see like what exactly are they saying with this chameleon, because I could have wrote more on that card for sure. So, chameleon symbolism and meaning. Okay, chameleons can hide with ease as their skin changes color based on their environment and mood. So this unique creature serves as a symbol of fast change, adaptability, and the ability to blend in or keep a low profile. And it's funny because that's what I was saying about the butterfly, that you're in transformation. You're in a huge transformation, and you have to go with the fucking flow. There's an ebb and flow. There's a give and take. There's a push and a pull. You're gonna go through things that you don't really know quite where you stand. You trying to get your footing, you know, and you're trying to see your way through this situation. But sometimes you go through situations that you cannot see yourself through. You have to let God see you through it. You have to just trust yourself and trust the knowing, your inner knowing, and follow through with that, because you always come out on the other end, because you're a chameleon. God really instilled it into the fire signs on how to shape and morph and change. And it's like, if you think about fire, wherever you put fire, it kind of consumes everything around it. Fire is not meant to go into no fucking box, okay? Or it will burn the box up. Think about that. That's very fire sign-ish right there. So what's at the heart of the matter? At the heart of this matter is betrayal. Of course, there's always some backstabbing, some betrayal, some enemies, some bitching, some bad mouths, some bitter. It's always going to be that. That's always going to be. The best thing you could do for that is to not participate in that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck what they talk about. Fuck what they going through. I mean, not like that. That doesn't mean don't have feelings, don't care, don't, still be you. But sometimes, like I said, people are on their own journey. You can't teach them shit. They only have to learn for themselves. And sometimes you can't help them. God literally will move you so that you can't help them, so that they got to help their fucking self, because they grow. That's what it is. And 9 times out of 10, the people who you breaking your back to help so hard don't even fucking give a fuck about you. Like, look, what is standing in the way of this? Nothing, okay? It's the sun. The sun is the thing. It's like, yeah, we would let you be a hero only, but you got this sun you need to be going forward toward. You need to be going into your north node and figuring out what is better for you, fire sign. So what happened in the past, Spirit? So in the past, okay, you might have been really interested in learning something, okay? Something that you would have been very successful about. It doesn't mean that you can't still learn that thing or get into that thing, but you have to have the determination to accomplish this thing, okay? It says attention to detail. It says trade person. It says achievements. It says recognition. It says reward. It says apprenticeship, learning, studying, growing, and hard work. So, excuse me, you could have been learning the lessons of those things. That's what I'm really getting from that. Your soul was learning apprenticeship, learning how to learn, learning how to, have a proper commitment, learning how to build your own success. And what's going on in your conscious mind? It just popped out. So in your mind, you're worried about all of this bad news that you keep you seem to keep hearing. It says bad news in earthly matters, money problems, ignorance, someone who does not appreciate you. So you could have somebody in your energy that doesn't appreciate you. It could be a Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, but we'll get more signs from the rest of the cards. But what's on your mind is, it's not like they don't appreciate you. I don't know. It doesn't say that. But it says that you don't feel appreciated. Like, see, this is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, okay, so let's look at it upright. It's like, you know, they're holding up this prize, like, and you don't feel like you are anyone's prize. Like, maybe it doesn't mean that you're not. It doesn't mean that people don't look up to you and don't like you or whatever, but this is just what's going on in your conscious mind. You're just starting to wonder, like, I heard, do you love me or love seeking attention? I mean, which one is it? That's from Drake. That's a Drake song. It's Drake and Rick Ross. And I mean, that's what it is. And the song came on like, I've been nothing but good to you. Yeah, because you're tired of being out in the cold, tired of unemployment, frustration, adversity, spiritual awareness, faith restored. But this goes in the future place, so your faith will be restored. You're not going to stay out in the cold, because the Five of Pentacles in the upright talks about, you know, being out in the cold and like kind of really having nowhere to go, not really no support system. But like I said, sometimes unfortunate things happen and you'd be surprised the way God will turn that thing around. It's like, we have no idea, like the way that they're operating is very crazy. And okay, so in the subconscious, we got the Queen of Swords. So you're very, very intelligent. Okay, that's what's going on. You're very intelligent. But your thoughts tend to dominate your feelings, and your feelings are very important. It's very important that you stay connected in your feelings. Like, that's where the balance comes in at, because yes, you're using your feelings and you're using your heart, but you can't always use that, because then you would get taken advantage of over and over again. You have to incorporate your feelings and your thought. That's where the masculine and the feminine energy coming together comes into play, because your feminine is the one that, you know, it cares, it takes care of people, it loves, it you know, makes sure you're taking care of yourself. Did you brush your teeth? Did you eat today, baby? Type of shit, you know what I mean? But your masculine is the one that handles business, that protects you, you know, when it's time to get upset and start, you know, whooping some ass or doing whatever you got to do to make sure that you and your family are protected. That's where your masculine side comes in. So you just need to, you know, integrate those, and then you can activate that keen insight that you have. Okay, but you need to just make sure you're practicing fair judgment, making the right decisions. Okay, it says now's not the time. It says now is the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs. One who has suffered loss or hardship, an intelligent, witty, analytical woman. But you don't have to be a woman, but you know, you're very intelligent, very witty, very analytical, very, you know, proactive when it comes to solving problems. And you need to give yourself the credit for, you know, give yourself the credit where credit's due. Give yourself credit for your growth, for the things that you've been through, because everybody goes through different things and it's not always an equal thing. So in the Quorant, we got the Hierophant. It says, I choose which traditions I embrace and how to do it. So that's where you're at too. In your life, you're just trying to figure out, like, okay, you know, what do I believe? You're just like checking things out, you know, in your mind and just looking around. You might be reading on the internet about certain things, trying to learn a little bit more, you know, just about you. And that's good, as long as you're investigative about you and who you are and figuring it out. You know, God, that really pleases God, because he made you and he made you the puzzle that you are, so that you would be interested in figuring out who you are, like at a soul level. And so that's really good. What's going on in the outside environment? These are really coming. So what's going on in the outside environment is deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft, underhanded, dishonest, dangerous, risky behavior. Like, somebody around you is an enemy masquerading as a friend. It says that shit clear out right here. And it's like, these person's always making a fucking break for it. Like, just when you turn around and you think you're gonna have this person for support, like, they're always fucking gone. And you're like, this person has to have a lack of conscience. Like, they spy on you, trying to figure out, I don't know, like, there's something about strategy, resourcefulness, flexible, escaping the interconnection. So there could be a connection that you need to break outside of you, a cord that needs to be cut. And I see Aquarius and Taurus. I'm going to say Capricorn, Scorpio, and Virgo again, because it was a while ago when I said that. So what's the hopes and fears, Spirit? What is the hopes and fears of the fire signs? Okay, I'll pick them up. I forgot I even dropped this card. Pick it up too. Oh, I hope I don't pull the phone. Because I be pulling, y'all seen it happen before. I just pull the whole phone down and just pick it up and keep on recording. So Spirit's been watching these fucking werewolves though. Let me let you know. I dropped that card a long time ago. I forgot I even dropped it. They wanted me to see it. Okay. Actually, this Ace of Swords was in reverse, okay? Because you're fearing that if you do go into whatever you go into, okay, that you're gonna like run into some type of wall. Like you're kind of doubting yourself before you're even taking the step. It's like you think you're gonna run out of ideas or like intellectual ability somehow. Like you're gonna fail. Like you might have a deep fear of failing, not because you're a failure, but maybe people around you have made you feel like you are a failure. Like there's no encouragement, but it's time to embark on a brand new beginning. That's what the Fool says. This is your hope that you'll get this brand new beginning and, you'll be able to go on and operate and have it like stick for once. But luckily, this is the fucking best time to be alive ever. I'm going to keep on saying it because this is, y'all don't understand that this is God coming back. This is how he chose to do it. And bitches that ain't getting with the program are finna die off. It's not a game. People are getting sick. Did you know nothing outside of you makes you sick? Nothing outside of you makes you sick. If you're sick or you having some sort of issue, it has something to do with one of your chakras or something like that. Emotional issues can manifest as physical sickness. And this is how you're feeling. You're feeling so restricted. Like, tied up, my nigga, like in jail, like locked up, low key. You feel trapped, like you're kind of backed into a corner and your hands are tied about it because you don't really know like what is the next step that you want to take, and you're tired of all the motherfucking drama and like feeling powerless and helpless sometimes. Like you always find yourself in some sort of crisis, but that's not. Look, then we got moving on to the bottom of the deck because like I said before, look at my hair, just doing whatever it wants. There's some sort of energy that you're needing to get out of your field. Like I said, you have to cut the cord in order to be this leader you're supposed to be. Yeah, because this is the actual outcome is the King of Wands, which talks about being in charge, decisiveness, independence, loyalty, optimism, not being so impulsive, receiving this unexpected income. Because what happens when you really start getting into your spirituality is you start unlocking things. It's like a game, bruh. You have to level up with God in order to level up in actual life. That's why it's people in the industry that are not evil, because they leveled up with God to get there. God blessed them with the ability to enter that motherfucking industry, nigga. And then nobody in the industry can't touch them. That's them people that been slapping for years, but they never signed a contract. Nigga, because they didn't have to. They didn't have to sign over nothing. God made a way for them to do it all themselves, and he made it happen quick for them. Because that's the new beginning that they prayed to God about. So just make sure that you're talking to God about whatever it is that you want. God can provide everything that you need. You think that the devil can do anything, then you better believe that God could do 100 million better things than the devil could ever do. But first you have to forgive yourself, and you have to start to reconsider the way you're thinking about yourself and the way you're going through life, and the choices you're making, the people you're hanging around, because other people's energies are toxic sometimes. But don't stop whatever you're doing. You're making some sort of improvement, and it's perfect timing too, because I do believe I was just talking about basically getting left earlier. Like, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're getting left. You need to learn how to say no to these motherfuckers that you can see ain't trying to do nothing better or different. Period. It says ask your angels, but it came out in reverse, which lets me know you don't really talk to the angels as much as you should. Fuck looking crazy. You better talk to them whenever you want. Whenever you need, all day. They here all day. All you have to do is be like, thank you, Archangel Michael, and he here right now. He was already here. He always here. Okay, look, take the actions that you're being called to take and know when to say, you know what, this is not the right time for me. I don't want to, I'm not really feeling that. I'm not going to do that. Don't be pressured into anything, and don't be afraid of romance. I don't know, that was random, but somebody is going into something new and they're kind of afraid of it. That's what I'm really hearing. Yeah, you're just going through recovery. That's why you're afraid of it. You're afraid of love because it's still a fear, okay? You have to heal from the loves of the past. You have to learn that lesson. You know what I'm saying? And you have to forgive them for you. It's not for other people. Forgiveness is for you. Because if you're not forgiving, then you're holding the burden. You're holding that shit, that fucking weight on your shoulders. And it's bullshit because 9 times out of 10, you communicated everything clearly and that bitch was the bitch that was wrong, okay? It's unlikely. It's unlikely. They was right. They are wrong. They wrong. Okay. All you have to do is have trust in God and the universe. Look, that is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit right here. You need to have all the trust in them and be assertive about who you are, where you're going, and what you want, and who you want around and who you don't want around. Because sometimes you have to be like, but just make sure you're doing all of that shit with your mask off. Hey, fuck it, mask off. Keep the mask off. You don't need it. Be who you are. If people don't fucking like you, then fuck them. Bitch, go away then. If you don't like me. Because this is how God made me. What? I love it though. I'm so glad that we get to like, you know, express ourselves, that it's not what we were taught, that we were taught that we have to be, you know, this way and do this and, you know, praise God like this. You go to church these days, this day, that day. You do what the fuck we training you to do, but it's not even what we supposed to be doing. Like, you guys got trained wrong too. But like I said, it's all a learning experience. It's all things, you know, maybe next time, next lifetime, your parents' souls will be, you know, more easing on their children. They'll be more hip to this spiritual knowledge because that's how it goes, you know. It takes a while for change to actually happen. But I see it's up to you. It's right here. It's all up to you. Let me show you. Oh shit, it said the situation will improve. Look, it's up to you. Everything is up to you. Once you get your wings, you start making divine choices and you build the heaven on earth that you want to experience. But it's up to you. Okay, fire signs? I done gave y'all 26 minutes of my life and I enjoyed every second of it. I hope you did too, and I'll see you later.